So within these few minutes, I'm going to be giving you access to very useful information that if you apply them to yourself and what you do, is going to be a game changer. So we are simply looking at remote jobs generally. There are a lot of things or wrong ideology that people have about remote jobs. Um, and we are not going to look at all of them, but we'll look at the substantial one. The first thing is remote jobs or job is any job which you can do from anywhere you are. So technically, it means that you become a virtual assistant when you work remotely. I've seen some people telling me they want to learn virtual assistant. Well, that may not be the correct way to say it because you are the virtual assistant. The virtual assistant is the person that is working remotely. And that simply means you are working from anywhere you are, like you are in Asaba. You can be working for a company that is in the UK, all right? And then you are in Asaba, you can work for a company in Lagos, in Abuja, even within Asaba. But the thing is that you don't have to be at the place physically. There are very few terms which you just need to get used to. The first one is hybrid. Well, we may take remote as the first one, which I just explained. You are working virtually. You don't have to be physically present in the office. Then on-site is the common one. It means that you have to be in the office. You have to be physically present. Then hybrid is a combination of remote and on-site. For hybrid, there are some organizations that will say you have to be in the office 3 times in a week, and then the remaining 2 days you work, remotely. There are others that will say, oh, every week you need to come once. So it depends on your arrangements with the company. So under remote job or generally ways of working, you have on-site. It means physically you be there. Working remotely means that you don't have to be there physically. You work online from the comfort of anywhere you are. Hybrid combines the two. All right. Now I've told you that virtual assistant is the person that is working remotely. Is a person. Virtual assistant is a person. So you can become a virtual assistant. But there is something I need you to understand here. Virtual assistant, people that do okay, number one, it gives you the ability to work with multiple employers, which is possible. So you can work with multiple employers. You manage your time, especially when you want to work remotely full time. Okay, there are some people that don't have the full time, they're already working somewhere, or they just discovered that there are some hours of the day that they are free. Instead of wasting the hours, they can use it to get some side income. So but there are others that want to do it full time. If you are doing it full time, you can work for more than one employer and then earn better income. But the major thing I want to point out to you is that remote jobs, organization that hires people for remote job actually hire them for more of administrative work, more of administrative job, things that you don't really have to be there physically to do. So they are more of administrative jobs, right? Now, very quickly, I am going to be talking about this last because this is where I will spend plenty time. If I have done international standard CV for you or resume, you will know that I have charged you between 30 to 50,000 naira to produce this CV. There are some of you in this group, if I've done CV for you, that's international CV. You must either pay me 30,000 or 50,000. And I'm going to show you how to come up with your international standard resume very, very easily because it is the major document that you need before you even start applying for any remote job. And this is why some of you in this platform, you have actually researched online, you have asked AI to give you example of companies that you can apply for remote job, blah, blah, blah. You've been applying, but nobody seems to be answering you, possibly because your CV is very, very poor. It's not meeting any standard. So we'll talk about that. Before we come back to CV, I'm going to show you how to create international standard CV, and then I'll take you through some of the links where you can apply for a job and tell you what to do, and then you start making your money. Yeah, so time management is essential. Time management is essential. If you don't have time for remote job now, do not go into it, because once you start remote job, especially if you are privileged to have opportunity to work with foreign companies, you're actually building a reputation for yourself. And so if and you know the way global companies work, international companies, they keep information, they keep your data, they keep your record. If you work with them, your detail is in their database. If you mess up, they are going to add it there for you. So if you don't have time to work with these people, just focus on your Nigeria job. But if you want to, you must plan time. If you are to resume your virtual job by 6 a.m., it means you are resuming by 6. It's not 5 after 6 or 10 minutes after 6. So virtual assistant is a level, or to work remotely, there are three major levels you should understand. The first one is the beginner level. If you have not been working remotely before, you are at this level. Please, it is good to begin at the beginning. A lot of people like jumping the process, so you can get remote job that will pay you between 10 to 22 USD. In most cases, when you are applying for job, they will ask you what is your expectation, what budget are you expecting per hour, per year, or per month. If you are a beginner, set your budget between 10 to $22. Of course, there is nobody that they will tell I'll be paying you $100 per hour that will say no. But if you set a budget that is too high, you are not going to get employment. So as a beginner, when you get to that stage where they will ask you what is your expectation, in terms of pay, you can set 10, you can set 11, you can set 15. $15 per hour. It's cool, because you are just starting. And as a beginner, they don't have too much expectation on you. They know that, oh, you are just starting. But from intermediate to expert level, intermediate means you have done it before, so you have some experience. So the expectation will be higher than beginner. And then, of course, if you are expert level, you are expert. Mistakes, error are not tolerated at this level. But if you have not done it before, please begin with the beginning, from the beginning, and then set this as your target when we get to that level. And so there are a few job roles that are available. I'll rush through them so that you can take note of them. Number one, there are job roles, administrative or executive support. They are the same thing. So it means that I'll look at it from the angle of executive support. Technically, you are supporting your boss, you are supporting somebody to achieve a goal. I give you a very practical example. There are some GM, general manager, there was a place I worked, I had a personal assistant as a GM. All right. So the same thing is applicable online. As a GM of a company, you may not want to be paying somebody to be coming to the office, because that, of course, will be way higher. You can get a virtual assistant, a remote whatever, that will help you. So here, an individual can actually hire you. This individual is working with a company, but you are now working for this individual. You understand? The advantage is, if you maintain a good relationship with that your boss, if there are opportunity in the company, they can bring you on board. So under executive or administrative job, you may be handling email management. You know, simple job that you can just do and they'll be paying you for it. For example, you can be helping them delete unwanted email, helping them respond to email, you know, things that has to do with email, helping them set up appointment, you know, set up, appointment schedule, and data entering data like saving contact through their cloud application, several other administrative job. Another one that you can actually look into that is available is content or marketing, content marketing and social media. So you can help them to be posting on social media, help to create graphics, video, content, whatever it is. All right. So, and then there is another one that is customer support. And you'll be helping them to attend to their customers. Some of these customer support may just be basic training, you know, like onboarding process that you help company to do. They'll train you on what to say, how to handle it, and then they'll be paying you for it. And then here you can be helping them post, if you have the idea, putting content on their e-commerce website. There is finance projects. This is actually a specialized course because some skill will be required here. So there are several of them, right? There are plenteous of them. Now, there are some websites that I feel you need to know, because when you are working, you may need to install some app. So if you want to install some app on your laptop, go to this website. Please write it down. You can try it. Or maybe when I go to the system, I'll be going to the system now. I'll show you. Here you can download app like browser, several apps that can help you do your work. Go to this website, you download it, because you should be able to do some of those things. And then this is actually a process where you can convert AI text to humanize. Yeah, that somebody may ask you to, there's what they call copywriting. So you write for them concerning their product. Of course, everybody use AI. So you use AI to generate it, but you don't want everybody to know that it is AI you use to generate it. So you follow this process to remove the AI thing, to humanize it, so that even if you send it to wherever they look at it, they will know that, oh, you wrote it yourself, it was not AI. There's no way they will know that it was not AI. Now, we are going to look at how to just come up with a good CV. Before you start applying for any job, you must have your CV. There's no point wasting your time, you know, trying to apply for any job. Of course, I need not to say here that before you start thinking of remote job, you need a computer, you need a laptop. You need a laptop, oh, you need it, like you need it, because some devices like phones may not be flexible for you to do some things. And then you need access to internet. On this one, you say I don't have data. You need access to internet. And of course, you need a comfortable place, like a corner in your house, you know. If you are staying in Abuja, for example, they have those gardens. You just stay there, you are enjoying yourself. So you need this. Now, the major document you need to work on is your CV, is your resume. I want to open an example. I'm going to open an example of one I did in the past, and then I'll use it to just show you a few things, right? So before you start applying, please ensure that your resume is ready, your CV is ready. Don't waste any time doing any whatever. Make sure it is ready, and make sure it is up to date, and make sure it follow the standard I'm about to show you, right? There is no need to put your passport. In fact, there are some CV you are even doing, your address is not needed, because nobody is coming to your house from US. So it's not really needed. Things that are needed is your phone number, your email. All right. So, but if you decide to put your address, it's not a problem. But number one, please do not put image anywhere. Well, except if you are applying to a company and the company specifically recommend request for it, is fine. Now, for your CV, you focus on your strength, you focus on your achievement, you have a very strong profile. It has a structure. I'm going to show you the structure now. So we are going to be looking at the component of a standard CV. So this is an example of a CV that should be that you can use. And like I said, before you start applying, make sure your resume is ready. Now, I will show you how you generate this CV just now, all right? This is the person's name. This is the person's phone number, begins with +23. It is an international number. Don't write 080, that's this format. And then this is your email. Simple, nothing else is needed here. Then this place is very, very important. And I will show you how you generate it right now. This is your personal statement or personal profile statement. This is it. Now, I want to generate this personal profile statement. I am not so fluent in English. I don't know how to do it. So I remember that there is what is called AI. So I am going to now look at what I want to do. I want to generate my personal profile, which is the first section of your CV. This is the first section. Now, after this, you can talk about your core qualifications and other, but if you discover that you have worked in prominent places, maybe you have worked as a PA to the president, you have worked as, you have worked in prominent places, immediately after your personal profile, then your job experience can follow, because you are trying to show your capacity and you are showing it on time. You don't need to waste anybody's time. Now, back to the personal profile statement. Now, I know some things about myself and I'm going to use that to get my personal profile. So number one, I am, or I may not even put my name at this point. If you put your name, is cool. You can say I am a graduate of what now? Of okay, computer science. If you are not, try to be. I am a graduate of computer science. I also studied, sorry, I wrote student. I also studied okay, I'm just assuming things, so just try to flow. But what I'm trying to say here is you describe yourself, you tell AI what you are, the skill you have, whatever it is. I am a graduate of computer science. I also study, okay, I am proficient in maybe digital marketing, not be like that, customer service, customer care service, sorry, customer care service, and I am just about 30 years old, full stop. I also love working with numbers and have great or have good computer skills generally. Okay, so don't worry, AI, even if your grammar is not adding up, no worry, AI go understand. But the clearer your grammar, the better for AI. So what I am doing now is prompt. Now I'll now tell it generate, create a highly professional, in quotes, personal profile statement, which I can use to create my resume. You can call it resume or CV, is the same. It should highlight highlight my strengths. How did they spell strength again? Based on the information above. So something like this, prompting is generally telling AI, just talking to AI, but it should be, make sure it is standard, it is cool. So I can actually correct this. So now that I am done, I'll send this. It's working now. Oh, I am a graduate of computer science. I also have customer care service skills, digital marketing skill, and generally very proficient on computer usage. I am in my maybe late 30s, very late 30s. Okay, full stop. Use, okay, create a professional personal profile statement, which I can use to create a highly professional resume. Highlights my strengths based on the information above. I should have copied you. Now that I copy you, I will paste you. So it's going to create something for us. You see, very, very beautiful, right? So it said personal profile, result-oriented computer science graduate with a strong background in information technology, customer care, digital marketing, and computer operation. Adept at leveraging technical expertise and problem-solving skills to improve business processes, deliver exceptional customer experiences, and support organizational objectives. Highly proficient in the use of computer application, digital tools, and modern technologies with excellent communication, analytical, and interpersonal skill. A quick learner, adaptable team player, and dependable professional committed to continuous. So very beautiful. I can actually ask, so it's even giving option. So this is option one. This is another option. Dedicated and highly motivated computer science. So is more particularly well suitable for a modern ATS as application testing system. So this is beautiful. You go through it. At times you can ask it to humanize it. Just say humanize. Does it specify this? What did they call it? The second one. So if I prefer the second one, I can. If I want the first one, so let's say I can say harmonize the first version or the first one. So humanize. To humanize is actually to remove too much of AI related stuff. So it's going to humanize it for you, and then you are cool. So I am a motivated and dependable computer science graduate. So cool. So I copy this and paste it into my clinical. So this is ready. I am a motivated and dependable computer, blah, 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 blah. They will read this and say, wow. Now, the next section that you need, like I told you earlier, if you have very beautiful work experience, it should come immediately after this. But if your job experience is not so, you look at other aspects of your skill that can add value to you. The next section is what they call core qualifications, all right? Core qualifications. So I have taken this one and I am going to use it all throughout the process. So what will I do? Create about 5. I think 5 is cool. Core qualifications which I can also use in my resume based on the personal profile above. So self-vanilla class. So everything is just to be enjoying yourself, enjoying yourself. And all right, so you see the way it has done it for you. So core qualifications, number 1, information technology and computer operations. So if you wanted to humanize it, you just tell it humanize it, humanize it. It will humanize the thing for you. The matter, it has finished. So all I need to do is copy this guy. But please read though, I am not reading though, before they say you can develop an aeroplane when you know you cannot develop an aeroplane. Say who wrote that in my CV? Say, but you are the one that submitted it. So these are basic correction because AI can amplify you and even you yourself go dey surprise say na me be this. My brother na you o, na so the matter be o, so enjoy yourself. So I'm going to remove this and use whatever I want to use. So of course, you should be proficient in your Microsoft Word. If not, you come to Folk Solutions, we put it through. So I can now delete this. All right, I'm just editing. So you see your personal statement is ready, your core qualifications is ready. This you can still summarize them: computer and IT skills, confident in using computers, Microsoft Office application, internet tools, any other tool that you are good at, you can put them here now, you can start listing them. You look at this one, you can modify. At least this is a very good structure for you, so you are cool. The next one is talk about your education, and for education, pay attention please. Some people, when you see their CV, you can't really, okay, so for education, very quickly, this order is very, very okay. The first thing is you state your degree, you state your qualification, you state what it is. This is B.Ed in guidance and counseling. So this is it. And then you put the date in this format, the month and the year you started. Even if you are not so sure of the month, put it. You understand? Even if you are not so sure of the month you started, put month there, because they may not necessarily be. Put the month you started and the year you started, the month you graduated and the year. So this is anything date, this is the order: the month and year you started, the month and year you graduated, then the name of the school and the address of the school. The address doesn't have to be full: Airport Road, Abuja, FCT, Nigeria. Finish. If you have another degree, you put it. So this is the order for your education, so you follow that order. Then the next one is your technical. Well, most cases now you have to talk about the technical software that you can use In fact, from here you can pick some of the technical software, Microsoft Office application, Node.js, whatever it is. Here you talk about it depending on what your skill is about. You can specify them. Then this is also another very important aspect: skills and personal characteristics. Skills and personal characteristics. This one was for a health person. That is why you see something like caring, kind, cheerful, and very friendly. Because if you are a health person, you need all these skills. Even if you don't have them, you go and look for them and buy. So now, skills and personal characteristics. AI will still suggest it for you. The way you ask it to suggest all of this for you, you ask it, it will suggest for you. You check, if it suits you. Then the next here is your experience. You can call it work experience or you call it experience, is fine. It's not working experience like some people will call it. Just call it experience or work experience. Work experience is fine, or experience generally. So this is also the order, this is the position. This is the position. So you begin with the position, then in front you put the month, you put the date you started and where you ended. Of course, you begin with the recent one, so it will always end in till date. This is the name of the company. Then these are your duties. These are the things you were doing. You don't need to highlight it and give it duties or anything. This is just the format. You don't need to say name of organization, position held. You don't need all those unnecessary information. Once somebody read this, the person understands. When you are done with the first one, do for the second. For the referee, there are basic information that must be under the referee. Okay, so and then number one, the name of the person. I'm writing it, so it's not like you'll be writing name. You write the person's name. You write it. You write the name of the person. All right. Okay, you write the name of the person. The next thing you do is the name of the employer. Employer means where the person is working currently. Okay, let me just, so that we don't get missed, whatever. So I can write FOB Solutions. The next thing is the current position of the person, maybe IT trainer. The next thing is the email address of the person. If you can get the email that is connected to the person's where the person is working, better. Then the next thing is the phone number of the person. 23490, you put the phone number. So this is for the first person. You should have at least 2 referees. So when you are done, you go down and then you do this. So, and any other relevant information that you feel you need to put in your international CV. So it is cool. So now for work experience, there are some of you that if they ask you what you are doing now where you are working, you may not even be able to say anything. You just say, I go to office, I have my, I have my oga, So if you are working in a place, at least you will know your job experience. You will know the position at least that you are handling. So just carry that position and go back to your AI and tell it to give you at least maybe 5 duties that is connected to this job position or whatever it is. Beautifully, the AI will help you. So I believe after now, you go and work on your CV. But if you are a very busy big man, very busy lady, like I'm serious, some people can be very busy. So it's not like, if you are really busy, you don't have the time, we can create a very beautiful CV for you. But others are free. Some may ask you to pay, and what they will ask you to pay is very small dollar. If you don't have dollar to pay, look, you follow the ones that are free and apply for your job. All right. You can see ask AI, AI can suggest to you. Okay, so I just entered this website. These things are written in English. Remote jobs, remote companies, remote work resources. Bam. So remote worker question and answer. This one will help you to understand some of the questions they ask during remote job. But for now, I'm concerned with remote jobs. So I click on remote jobs. You follow it. So remote jobs. Remote job, search by keywords or job title, search by whatever. Remote account, okay, remote accounting jobs. These are some jobs that are already available. Principal solution architect, control specialist, senior control specialist. So you can click here, you see all of them. You see this is remote job for customer service care. Now some people, another issue that some people have is they just see the title, they like the title, maybe they see the money somewhere, you know. It's not just like that. When you see a job, if you are attracted to that job, you have to open it and read the details. From the details, you will be able to find out whether you have the capacity to face. They will tell you the requirement. If you don't have the requirements and you enter, it's going to be an embarrassment for you. So you look for the one that you know you can do. It's not the one that when we go there, we'll be learning from each other. You look for the one that you have the current skill. If you see a particular one and you feel you don't have the skill, you can come to FOB Solutions. We have a way of teaching you plenty skills. You learn before you go, but apply for the one that you have the skill. So if you like operations management analyst, you can open it to see what is there, to see what is there, operations management analyst, blah, 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 apply, save. If you want to apply now, we start applying. I don't know whether I feel, oh, this guy just picked my email. What's the problem? So the job is even new. They posted it today. It is remote, US national. What does that mean? Job schedule, part-time. All right, benefit. Now, so the thing is fine. No, see the beautiful salary, $27 to $30 hourly. So you look at it, this one now, you don't have to bother apply because you are not, you are in Nigerian. So you go back, all right, you go back and then apply and search and search and search. You must see the one, you take out time and go through it. You need patience. It's not hurry. You go through. There are a lot of jobs that they've posted online. Now you can use their search button, search by keywords or job title, So I can say like that one I told you, executive assistant, and see. Then location, where do you want to work? Maybe you are looking at UK. Okay, UK, where is this? No, Nigeria. Okay, let me say United Kingdom. United Kingdom. Okay, sorry, let me just say London. Say, what's this? Let's say London. Okay, so cool. For example, you can search and see if there are opportunities. Now, so senior, these people don't dey bring software, see software engineer. So these are jobs that are available. So you go through them, and then if you are suitable, if you are qualified, if it is something that you can do, they even have full time. They have, what is this? Okay, 100% remote work, full time employee. They have different offers sef. So I don't know, anyone you like, you choose, but you go through, and if it is what you want, fine. I think the next thing I want to see how to do is to create account. There must be a way you create account. You go to get started, all right? So to create account, now get started, watch it. So 100% remote. So this is where you choose. Do you want to be working 100% remote, or you want to work hybrid? I think remote is what most of us will be looking at. So, but You just take one and then you click next. So remember, now set your minimum pay expectation. This is annually. You can use your calculator, but you can click hourly. Hourly, I think 15 is cool because I'm a beginner. Leave it at 15. If you want to change it to whatever, you change it. You can click and track this. Okay, 15 is cool. Then next, you can go back, you can see. So where will you work remotely? Where are you looking at? Is it United States or somewhere else? My brother, my sister. So this is the what I'm saying. So you just read and select based on, you read and select. If it's US, do I really want to work in the US? So pick it up. Um, please add a location so that we can find the best matches. Okay, let me say New York, since I'm looking at where is New York? New York, yeah. So excellent. So click next. All right. So keep you on the blah blah blah. Upload your resume. You understand? You understand? So your resume professionally is ready. You just click here, then you upload it. Next until you finish. This is the next. All right. So the next one is, this is another website I will send to you. Go there, you type wellfound.com dot whatever it is. So it's the same similar process. You sign up, you sign up. Now, because your CV is ready, you discover that you are going to be supplying the same information to whatever platform. And it also help you to, it's just make it clear that you are real, you are human, and because if you are typing, and then there are times that they may ask you to describe yourself, describe your skill. You can use AI, and you can use AI to do that. Now, how will you use AI to do that? Lastly, if they ask you to describe yourself, you can just type something, my name is blah blah blah. I am very skilled in blah blah blah. I have over 20 experience using this blah blah blah. When you finish typing, based on your knowledge, copy it and give it to AI. Tell AI to enhance it for you, make it professional. If you have word limit, tell it maybe not less than 150 words. AI will come up with something very beautiful, and then you upload it. So I'm going to send you plenty links for remote jobs, and then you start applying. But one of the things you are going to do for me is that as soon as you start getting jobs, thank you everybody. This is Mr. I didn't call my name at the beginning, so I think you should know this is me. Yes, this is me. I'm the CEO for FOB Solutions, and we have another company that is called IOT Asaba Hub or IOT Asaba Center. And so thank you so much.